Price cuts.
What do we want?
Safe staffing.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Safe staffing.
When do we want it?
Now.
We try to give the best care to our patients, and safe staffing is really important to be able to do that. Patients are safe. We do as best as we can to keep our patients safe, but we need more staff to come in and help us. We need more staff on the ground to look after the patients day in, day out, night, days, weekends.
And you as well. How are you all? I've said time and time again, I won't dig in if they won't dig in, but they need to find a room and bring me into it. I'm looking for that room every single hour of the day. I will not be found wanting in getting into that room, and I will be available night or day to do that. He can bring this strike to a conclusion before the end of this week. He owes that to this profession. He owes it to every member of the public in the country, so let's do it right now. And the Prime Minister needs to stop hiding behind the media. He needs to get into a room with me and discuss it. That's the respectful thing to do on behalf of the profession. I expect him to do that. I will be available night or day to do it, and he needs to do it before the end of this week. Otherwise, I fear we're going to end up going into a new year with escalation of industrial action that none of our nursing staff either deserve or want to do. We want to be in caring for our patients, we want to be looking after our patients, but we need to have pay addressed. We need to have the 50,000 vacancies in this country addressed, and this is on the Prime Minister's shoulders, not the nursing staff that are standing out here today, losing another day's pay to have their voice heard for their patients.
Yeah, well, I'm really disappointed to see that the unions are calling these strikes, particularly at Christmas, particularly when it has such an impact on people's day-to-day lives with the disruption it causes and the impact on their health. And I'd urge them to keep considering whether these strikes are really necessary and do everything they can to alleviate the impact it's going to have on people. And of course, the government, for its part, is being responsible in putting in place contingency measures to make sure we're well prepared to handle the disruption that is coming.
There will be disruption to service, and it is important that where people are planning any risky activity, I would strongly encourage them not to do so, because there will be disruption on the day. But the key thing is for anybody that does have an emergency situation or a life-threatening situation, that they continue to call 999 as they would have done previously.
I think it's incredibly short-sighted of Mr. Barclay to not consider entering into negotiations. The RCN and its members are prepared to take industrial action forward into the new year, and without meaningful negotiations, we will do so.
Then, as Pat Cullen has very clearly said, if he doesn't come to the table to talk about the variety of issues that we face, safe staffing, nursing welfare, pay also has to be part of that negotiation process. And if he's not prepared to talk about pay, then the strikes will continue.